Tonight, on this special hour-long edition of NewsVision, the nation is rocked with yet another deadly school shooting. We'll take you to Michigan to hear from the victims.
Yes, Dave. I can't see two of my closest friends.
Plus,
we're in a beautiful weather pattern right now, but how much longer can it last? We'll take a look at this weekend's forecast as well as what's happening nationwide.
and later on, we'll tell you why Elon Musk has given a whole bunch of money to one group of UM students.
Then when it actually happened, it's like, no way, like this is real, like it actually happened.
These stories and a whole lot more on tonight's show. NewsVision starts right now.
Hello and welcome to the final edition of NewsVision for the semester. I'm Claire O'Connor.
And I'm Sophia Vitello. Tonight our show is 1 hour long instead of the usual half hour, and we have a lot of important stories for you. Thank you for joining us. But first tonight, families in Oxford, Michigan are grieving the loss of 4 students at Oxford High School. They died after a 15-year-old student opened fire at the school on Tuesday. He is now facing first-degree murder, terrorism, and other charges. Students, teachers, and parents grieving.
Yes, Dave. I can't see two of my closest friends.
And investigators explaining what happened at Oxford High School in Michigan.
I can tell you he came out of the bathroom with the firearm and began shooting.
4 students dead, and authorities now say the shooter fired more than 30 shots and had 18 rounds of ammunition left.
And I am absolutely sure, after reviewing the evidence, that it isn't even a close call. It was absolutely premeditated.
The county prosecutor charging the accused gunman as an adult and adding that there's a mountain of digital evidence that gives them confidence in the 4 charges of first-degree murder. The shooter also faces terrorism and other charges. He was arraigned Wednesday afternoon, where his attorney entered a not guilty plea. The Oakland County Sheriff said the suspect shot people at close range, but it appears the shootings were random. Authorities say videos on his phone talked about shooting and killing students.
The day before, it was a meeting with school personnel about some concerning behavior, and the meeting the day of was with school personnel and parents.
The suspect faces life in prison if convicted. And there is also video taken during the shooting circulating on social media that shows the suspect pretending to be an officer as an attempt to get the other students to unlock their classroom doors. In the video, students jump out of the window to escape.
The trial against actor Jussie Smollett had begun in Chicago on Monday. Smollett is accused of staging a homophobic attack on himself. Almost 3 years ago, he told police he was walking home when 2 men recognized him and began hurling racial and homophobic slurs at him. Special prosecutor Dan Webb has said Smollett orchestrated the attack on himself, hiring 2 brothers to pretend to attack him. But the actor and his family maintain the attack was not fake.
I just want to express that it has been incredibly painful as his family to watch someone you love be accused of something they did not do. All right? We're confident in his legal team, and we look forward to people hearing the actual facts in this case.
He's charged with felony disorderly conduct. It carries a prison sentence of up to 3 years.
Primetime CNN host Chris Cuomo has been suspended from his show and the company. The suspension comes 1 day after New York Attorney General Letitia James released text messages showing Chris trying to help his brother, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, respond to several sexual assault accusations.
One flight from Guatemala has arrived in Miami with an extra passenger over the weekend. The stowaway was found in the plane's landing gear at the Miami International Airport. U.S. Customs and Border Protection arrested the 26-year-old man on Saturday. Video posted on Instagram shows the man unable to stand up straight, so he sits on the ground. Police and emergency workers gave the stowaway water and other aid. Police are investigating the incident.
Miami is home to so many talented and creative people, and this week Miami celebrates global artists at this year's Art Basel event taking place in Miami Beach and Wynwood. We now turn to our reporter Isabel Eisenberg, who is live in Wynwood. Isabel, what's happening at Art Basel?
Thousands of people have come here tonight at Basel House Mural Festival in Wynwood Art District for Day 3 of the 2021 Art Basel Fair. This is one of Miami's hottest events this season, where guests can come see artwork from over 4,000 artists around the world. Last year, Art Basel was canceled due to COVID, but it's back now. There are over 15 scheduled events as well as exclusive events that honor all forms of art, from paintings to dancing, and they even had a Rosé music festival earlier today. Celebrities have also been spotted at events, such as A$AP Rocky, Rihanna, and Bella Hadid. I haven't seen them tonight, but the night is still young, so I haven't given up hope just yet. Live for UMTV, I'm Isabel Eisenberg. Guys?
Thank you, Isabel. And while you are visiting Wynwood for Art Basel, check out another new exhibit. The womanish presentation within the Miami Selfie Museum is giving visitors a place to take fun selfies while spreading awareness on everyday struggles many women face. UMTV reporter Valentina Pope visited the exhibit.
When Shaylin first entered the womanish exhibit in Wynwood, she was expecting to just come and take some selfies, but she ended up learning so much more.
So when I walked through the door, I instantly saw just women everywhere. It's definitely something that I thought would just be kind of empowering women, and then I started walking through it and I realized I was kind of focusing on the issues that women face with society and just those kind of stigmas.
And Shaylin was right. This exhibit is not just a selfie museum, it's an interactive experience with 10 different rooms focused on educating people on different issues that women face in society.
Each room has meaning behind it. So we have a room called Consumers, for example, and it kind of talks about the pink tax. So
the pink tax room educates people about the issue of increased taxes on feminine products, such as tampons and razors, which is an issue that many women are frustrated by.
Paying extra taxes for tampons even, honestly, it's not really fair. We can't control our menstrual cycle. It's just we're women. It's just how we are. It's what makes us women.
The exhibit also touches on the gender wage gap issue, with the photo room focused on bringing awareness to the issue in a creative way.
A lot of people don't know that women are paid 30% less on the dollar than men are. So, again, just starting conversations, providing a place where women can feel, beautiful and empowered and have fun, safe spaces, that type of thing.
Deanna hopes people will take photos in the rooms that expose these pressing issues and post them, which will spread awareness about these problems.
Our big goal is to inspire and empower women. It's also to start conversations, and conversations always help affect change.
And Shaylin has experienced exactly what Deanna had hoped through opening this exhibit. She feels empowered.
I feel a lot more comfortable now. Seeing things like this makes me feel like we're heard and someone's fighting for, a change for gender equality.
Reporting for UMTV, I'm Valentina Pope.
A selfie museum? I can think of one person who loves to take selfies.
Okay, I'll admit it, but don't you think I'm pretty good at it?
Yeah, but you would thrive at that museum.
Yeah, I would. Well, coming up on NewsVision, Elon Musk is taking a new step in his fight against climate change.
We'll tell you what he is doing and how UM students are involved in just a moment.
Observe a domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah?
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
How do we take carbon dioxide out of the air faster than we're putting it in? Elon Musk is pledging $100 million to whoever can answer this question with his latest competition called X Prize, and he's including students in his call to action.
Calculate what their weight in air is using Archimedes.
University of Miami senior Laura Stieghorst, studying environmental science and policy, sat in Cape Canaveral in April, watching the SpaceX rocket launch. Not amused, but frustrated.
I remember distinctly thinking as it went off was, I wish that Elon Musk would pour more money into saving the Earth than enabling people to leave it.
The universe must have heard her, because 2 days later, she learned about X Prize, Elon Musk's carbon removal competition, where $5 million will directly fund ideas from college students.
That was fate. That was my sign. Like, if I was having that thought in the moment, I have to take up this project. I have no other option.
Hi, we're the Acid Project.
So she put together a team, 9 students and 2 faculty advisors. They spent the first 2 months of the semester preparing a proposal and applied.
You know, I had so much confidence in this solution that I imagined this happening.
Up against nearly 200 universities across the world, only 23 were selected, and University of Miami is one of them.
But then when it actually happened, it's like,
No way, like this is real? Like it actually happened?
Their plan, called the Acid Project, takes a different approach than most environmentalists fighting climate change.
Various plans to do this on land, but 70% of the Earth is ocean, so very attractive to find a solution that involves the ocean, and that's what we're doing.
According to the American Chemical Society, oceans and other large bodies of water can hold 150 times more carbon dioxide than air. For the next 4 years, Stieghorst and her team will be researching how to make this happen. First, testing if it's safe for the environment and marine life.
Younger generations, we are the face of this climate movement. The older generations just aren't as interested or motivated by it. We're really frustrated and ready to get working and like start making an impact locally and then figuring out how we expand that impact nationally, globally.
Laura and the rest of the Acid Project team will start their research and lab testing in January, and the winner at the end of the competition will receive the grand prize of $50 million.
One program on campus has found a way to give back to the community by preparing high school students for the college experience. UMTV reporter Kayla Davis tells us how UM students are mentoring gifted students at one high school.
College students at the University of Miami are constantly making a difference in the local community. One UM program called Inspire U makes a big impact on students at one local high school. Inspire U is celebrating 10 years of a successful mentor-mentee program.
Our mission is to just provide resources and access to kind of mentorship to high school students that may not have it otherwise.
The organization connects Hammond Scholar students at UM with students at Booker T. Washington High School. The high school students nominated for the program show great potential for their future. And UM students are passionate about giving them advice and tips on college and adult life in any way they can.
Whether it be the mentees that really want, are engaged and want those resources because they want, to go to either college or just make better lives of themselves, or the mentors who are all equally there because we love sharing our wisdom with others and kind of giving a helping hand.
Mentees visit their mentors at UM once a month for sessions on college applications, scholarships, and resume building. Along with educational development, one mentee named Valentina has grown as a person and built self-confidence.
Before, I didn't really used to approach people at all, and I was very to myself. But the program, it shows you that it's okay, like everybody goes through things, so everybody's just in the same path somehow. So you don't feel alone.
But Valentina is not the only one who has benefited from the program. Her mentor, Jamie, has built a sense of belonging and pride through her relationship with Valentina.
I guess I never thought of myself in that light or consider myself a formalized mentor. But I can see how important she looks at my perspective and my opinions on things, and she'll ask me questions about my life that I didn't even think she might care about.
Inspire U's last session of the semester is a holiday luncheon on December 4th. Reporting for UMTV, I'm Kayla Davis.
Well, it's been a rainy semester in South Florida, but it looks like things are finally gonna be like nice maybe soon.
It sure was another beautiful day today. Let's get a sneak peek at the forecast with our weathercaster, Jared Maloney. Jared?
The weather is great. It's great. That's all you need to know. High pressure. Everything's going well here. It's going to stay over here for the next couple of days, and really the pattern shouldn't change for the next couple of weeks.
All right, well, good. Then maybe it'll be a little warmer. The 80s are coming. I'm sick of this 70-degree thing. I really don't like it.
I know. I've been wearing sweatshirts and jackets.
I don't do the winter thing. I live in Florida.
I know.
Who wants to do that?
I want warm weather every day.
Every day, every single day. Well, still to come here on NewsVision.
When we come back, I'll give you the latest on Canes football and volleyball. Plus, we get up close and personal with our own mascot, the one and only Sebastian the Ibis. You don't want to miss it.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Okay, Simon, what do people wear?
Clothes.
That's right, so it's important to learn how to dress yourself. Here's how it's done. Shirt, underwear, pants, socks, shoes. Underwear, always first, name tag on the back. Then pants and shirt. Go ahead and put this on. Now with the shirt, you want to make sure the first button's right or you have to start all over again, okay? Socks left on left, right on right. Tying the shoes, we're gonna take the laces, we're gonna cross them over, we're gonna turn around where the bunny goes down in the hole, pull it tight, and bunny ears. Got it?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Welcome to sports, everyone. I'm Daryl Barnes, and with their bowl fate up in the air, Canes football made a statement in their ACC finale against the Duke Blue Devils. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Let's head up to Durham, North Carolina, and check out the highlights. Canes taking on the Blue Devils, who have not won a game in ACC play. We're going to pick things up in the first. Both teams spotted each other a field goal, but ooh, check this one out. Bad news for Canes fans. Jalen Stinson, 94-yard TD. Taking this one to the house, but the home team won't be celebrating for long because after this, Tyler Van Dyke did his best Oprah impression. Xavier Restrepo, you get a touchdown. Check this one out. Charleston Rambo, you get a record-setting touchdown. He now has 73 receptions, most in a single season by a Hurricane player. Jalen Knighton, you get a touchdown. And then we kick things over to the second half, and Tyler Van Dyke says, Rambo, want another one? Here we go. How about another record? That one was Rambo's. That one for Rambo. Check out this replay. Set the record for most reception yards in a season by a Hurricane player. And now the freshman Thad Franklin puts up another 7 for the squad. That's his first TD versus a Power 5 opponent. And the Canes will win this one 47-10. And stay tuned for more updates on football coming in the second half hour from Embrick. And Sebastian the Ibis is the face of the University of Miami and one of the most recognizable mascots in all the college sports. But how can one join the Sebastian flock? UMTV reporter Regina Potenza fills us in.
Whether he's doing the Canes spell out, leading the Hurricanes out of the tunnel, or running student smoke, Sebastian the Ibis is at the center of all the action for Canes sports.
So if you're Sebastian, you work all games. You work everything. So there's no real specific, like we don't have just for football, we don't have just for weddings, we don't have just for anything. anyone who is a Sebastian is doing all the events.
This is possible because multiple people share the responsibility of becoming Sebastian. But before anyone could put on the feathery costume, the mascot program holds tryouts to figure out their next team of Sebastians. Tryouts include the cane spell out, performing skits, and an improvisation section. There are no height, weight, or gender requirements. Anyone could become the UM mascot.
There's no requirement to be Sebastian, there's no whatever, which is a common misconception.
Once accepted, the Sebastians are trained how to properly behave while in costume and perfect the cane spell out. Although Sebastian seems to be everywhere, the busy schedule is not the most difficult part of being a Sebastian. The secrecy is. Sebastians are not allowed to reveal their identity.
Just having to come up with consistent lies on where you are and what you're doing, and not being able to tell your friends about this unbelievable experience that there is no words for it, was definitely tough. But I mean, it's all worth it.
Sebastian may be a mascot of few words, but he is loud in personality. I had a chance to sit down with the Miami mascot on the set of the Manny Diaz show. Sebastian, I've been waiting a very long time to ask this question. Can you teach me how to do the cane spell out? O-C-A-N-E-S, canes. Being a Sebastian is a special honor for anyone who's even put on the bird suit.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it's something that not everybody gets a chance to do, and I just try to enjoy every moment of it.
For UMTV, I'm Regina Potenza.
And Canes volleyball is back in the postseason for the first time since 2017, and for the 5th time under Coach Keno Gondora's career here at Miami. Miami finished the season 24-4 overall and a 15-3 record in ACC play. And note that 2 of those losses were against the undefeated and ACC champion Louisville Cardinals. Miami is up in Gainesville right now and is taking on the Sun Belt Conference champions, the South Alabama Jaguars. And this just in, the Canes won the match 3-1 and will take on the winner of Florida A&M and Florida, who will play tomorrow at 7 p.m. And it's always fun to spend a night cheering for your favorite team, but how do athletes get ready to compete? Weights, conditioning, practices, they're all important. But as UMTV reporter Erica Jones explains, it's what athletes eat that gives them the fuel on the field.
What if I told you that what athletes put into their bodies is just as important as showing up to workouts, practices, or even championship games? University of Miami Athletics makes sure nutrition is a major part of every student-athlete's training.
Nutrition has become a 24/7 thing, continuing to implement the program with our student athletes and making it kind of the standard.
But not every athlete realizes just how important nutrition is to their game.
We'll never understand or know how great of an athlete you possibly can be until you start to exhaust every avenue and every resource that you have available to you, and that's a big one is nutrition.
One of the resources the University of Miami provides to student athletes to help them stay on top of their nutrition game is an athlete-only dining hall.
So Cane Zone is we call it training table for our athletes, and it's completely separate from what the rest of the student body is getting on the other side.
And for many student athletes like goalkeeper Melissa Dagenet, Cane Zone has just what they need to fuel their bodies.
It has a good variety. It has, salmon on some days and then shrimps, which is stuff that I like. I like to eat a lot of fish and stuff, and I feel like dining hall doesn't necessarily have those.
Our athletes aren't getting special treatment for no reason. They burn thousands of calories every day at practice, which is a lot more than you burn sitting in the stands.
As much as we demand from a whole athletics standpoint, we really treat our athletes like a professional organization.
So next time you see your classmates as first-round draft picks, just remember, a lot more goes into it than a few hours on the field. For UMTV, I'm Erica Jones.
Well, thank God I'm not an athlete because I don't like eating healthy.
I know, Shake Shack exists. I don't think I'm cut out for an athlete diet. But on another note, making children smile is the best possible holiday gift. We will have more on the topic coming up.
Yes, we will tell you how one organization brings joy to children around the world when NewsVision returns. Stay with us.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Thanks for staying with us. One national organization with a chapter at UM spreads holiday cheer to children around the world. Our reporter Sabrina Souza has the story.
It was 13 years ago when Rita Singh was inspired by a visit to church that prompted her to start working for one initiative called Operation Christmas Child.
I saw the video. Oh my goodness, I was super excited when I saw the kids opening up their gifts. And
Operation Christmas Child is a division of the Samaritan's Purse organization, and every year OCC spreads the Christian faith through shipping shoeboxes to impoverished children worldwide. Rita is the organization's area coordinator for a division of Miami. She is so devoted to the mission that it's become the theme of her birthday parties.
I say I was born for this. I've been having a birthday packing party for the last, I would say, 10 years.
National Collection Week is the final packing stage before shipment. Rita and her co-volunteers like Cameron Dobbs, the OCC director at the University of Miami, who's worked closely with Rita for years.
Rita is awesome because not only is she super fiery, she's super passionate, she's so fun to be around.
Rita tells me her team here amounts to 22 volunteers, but in the North Florida and Puerto Rico region, the amount of OCC volunteers spans to about 1,000 people. And where the final shipping processes occur to send the shoe boxes to Africa and other parts of the world, the volunteers amount to 4,000 people. This operation is truly an elaborate process.
Just knowing that I'm blessing a child, a 2 or 200, or the ministry, being part of something so much greater than my individual self.
This year, Singh's team donated more than 1,500 boxes. I am Sabrina Souza, reporting for UMTV.
Christmas is 3 weeks away, and that means the winter festivities are in full swing. On Wednesday, Hurricane Productions helped UM students get into the Christmas spirit. HP took over the Foot Green, hosting a fun DIY event called Candy Canes. The Christmas-themed event was from 1 to 3 p.m. and over 20 students participated. The students were given letters to decorate for patients of the Niklaus Children's Hospital. They also decorated cookies, donuts, snow globes, and ornaments with Christmas stickers, glitter, and especially candy.
For this, I just did Merry Christmas, and then I put like white, green, and red on the back. Yeah. So this is pretty fun, making my own ornament.
HP Concerts also gave away free water bottles in exchange for a follow on Instagram. Coming up in the next half hour, UMTV reporter Regina Potenza will be live at HP's event tonight called the Snowflake Spectacular. I had a huge cookie when I was there. It was like full of M&Ms and I put glitter and all over it. I got the biggest stomachache after, but Claire, it was so good.
You put glitter on your cookie?
Yeah, but it's edible glitter. You haven't had edible glitter?
No.
It was so good. You're jealous.
Okay.
Please.
That does it for Sophia and myself tonight. Thank you for joining us, but don't go anywhere.
Another 30 minutes of NewsVision are coming your way. Liam and Maciel are in the studio with what we can look forward to. Hi, guys.
Hey guys, that's right. Still ahead on this special edition of NewsVision, the new COVID variant called Omicron is now in the U.S., and the FDA has approved a new method to battle the virus.
Also, we will take you to some cool places around Miami and here on campus.
We have a lot more for you straight ahead, so sit tight. We'll be right back.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Okay, Simon, what do people wear?
Clothes.
That's right. So it's important to learn how to dress yourself. Here's how it's done. Shirt, underwear, pants, socks, shoes. Underwear, always first, name tag on the back. Then pants and shirt. Go ahead and put this on. Now with the shirt, you want to make sure the first button's right or you have to start all over again, okay? Socks left on left, right on right. Tying the shoes, we're going to take the laces, we're going to cross them over, we're going to turn around where the bunny goes down in the hole, pull it tight, and bunny ears. Got it?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Coming up on this extended edition of NewsVision, Omicron. The new COVID-19 variant is now in the U.S. We'll tell you what you can do to protect yourself against it.
What's important is we know that a new variant is likely to cause an increase in cases, whether they be more severe or not.
Plus, if you ride around in scooters in the Miami area, stay tuned to find out if new restrictions the city is imposing will affect your adventure. And cats on campus. Where do they come from? UMTV reporter Maya Broadwater tells us about these animals who run around UM tuition-free. And later on, one yoga studio in Southwest Ranches is throwing a farm-style twist into the mix. We'll tell you about the relaxing practice taking the state by...
It's a good opportunity to practice patience.
These stories and a whole lot more in the second half of the hour-long NewsVision special. It all starts right now.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of the last NewsVision show of the semester. I am Macia Leiva.
And I'm Liam Fabre. Thank you for staying with us. A major step forward for the first COVID-19 antiviral pill. FDA advisors have voted to recommend emergency use authorization of Merck's medicine, which is said to lower the risk of severe disease in a person infected with COVID-19. But there are some concerns.
I voted yes.
Yes, that was the vote from FDA advisors. The majority recommending emergency use authorization for the first antiviral pill to help treat COVID-19.
Pills that you take for 5 days that dramatically reduces the risk of hospitalization.
Merck says the drug can reduce the risk of severe disease or death by about 30%. Right now, the only antiviral authorized has yet to be infused.
What we have here is a pill that people can take and pick up in the pharmacy and take as soon as possible.
Some voting committee members believe the pill would be a powerful weapon in the fight against COVID-19. But others worry about potential risks to pregnant women.
I don't think I would want to take this drug, not knowing the effects it could have on my unborn child.
If authorized, COVID-19 testing will be a critical component in the pill's overall impact on the pandemic, since patients will have to confirm their infections and start taking the pill within 5 days of the start of symptoms for it to work. But experts stress this pill is not a replacement for vaccination.
Vaccines are the most important. Please, if you're not vaccinated, get your booster.
The FDA will now consider the committee's recommendation. It doesn't have to follow the committee's advice, but often it does. And Pfizer also applied for authorization of its antiviral pill this month. The FDA has not yet set a date for its advisory panel to review that drug.
The World Health Organization has identified a new COVID variant called Omicron. The variant was first detected in South Africa and has already made its way to the U.S. On Wednesday, the CDC confirmed the first case of a patient with Omicron in San Francisco.
I think we're all concerned that Omicron has such a large number of mutations, more than 50, that all the things that we've done to try to generate immunity against this virus, this is a somewhat different animal, and we're not sure whether it's going to be as effective as we'd like or not.
Officials expect to find more cases as genetic sequencing across the country continues. The World Health Organization is advising people with lower immunity or who are not vaccinated to postpone travel for now.
The electric scooter pilot program of Miami started 3 years ago. It allowed for companies such as Bird and Lime to have their scooters for rental in Miami's District 2. But the program was halted 2 weeks ago. On Monday at Miami City Hall, a special commission meeting was held on whether they should restart the program. In City Hall, the special committee heard opinions from citizens and deliberated over the pilot program. Ken Russell spearheaded the program back in 2018, and since then, the program has brought in $1.2 million a year to the city of Miami, with around 7,000 riders daily.
The question of enforcement over safety was another story where the police have kind of stepped back. How we deal with that, we were also hoping with financial incentive and penalty.
The committee did vote in favor of bringing back the program with 4 new safety measures. Those include wearing a helmet and having a maximum speed of 10 miles per hour. But get ready because riders will be back on the streets of downtown starting January 15th.
And staying here in Miami, what better way to celebrate a park opening in Midtown than with a mural made by the community? UMTV reporter Yaya Williams has the story.
When it comes to following your passion, many say the only way to do great work is to love what you do. For one Miami artist, no saying could be more true.
I decided to start making this my career because I love it. Comes natural.
But following your dreams isn't always easy. It takes courage to believe that if you do what you love, money and opportunities will follow.
I wanted to go to school for it, but didn't because of the whole art doesn't make money kind of thing. But I've done it on the side my whole life. Recently lost my job during COVID, but it was a blessing in disguise.
That blessing is what led Kavanaugh to the shops at Midtown Miami. An artist was needed, one whose creativity would bring people together for the grand opening of the shop's M Park.
The idea we came up with was to get an artist, Carly Kavanaugh, to come create artwork that people could interact with and be a part of.
And with that, the Make Your Mark event was born, an interactive mural event using 8 large easels that anyone can add their designs to.
You're helping the community by providing them with a great event, something fun to do.
The colors on these easels are much more than just scribbles. Make Your Mark is using this artwork not only to celebrate the opening of the park, but to involve the community it was created for.
Community involvement is a big part of what we do. This is for the community. We created the park for the community and we want them to be a part of the park.
It was just another Saturday in Midtown for many locals when they saw the signs pointing towards the event.
I was just sitting over here, getting signatures for my job, and I saw it because I love to create and draw.
They had no idea that following those signs would forever make them a part of history. The history of M Park.
Wow, I feel special. Y'all made my day. Yes, y'all did, because it's something I love to do. I love art.
Right. Making people's day was Kavanaugh's goal all along.
It makes people smile. It's nice to just slow down and appreciate something fun to look at. Well, hopefully it reminds people this is a brand new park. It's fun. Come hang out here. Miami's awesome. We love Miami, right? So I think it'll do that.
Mission accomplished. The finished murals will be on display along the borders of M Park throughout the holiday season. Reporting for UMTV, I'm Jaya Williams.
Liam, have you seen cats on our campus?
Of course I have. They're everywhere, and they live in the garage, and they go and they pee on my car. Did you know that?
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's not great for the paint either. But when NewsVision returns, we'll tell you more about the growing feline population on campus. Plus,
it's a big night for UMTV. Our late night comedy show Off the Wire is celebrating its 200th episode tonight. Congratulations! Join host Peter Gurr and the whole gang from the past and present to celebrate at 8 p.m. in Studio C. NewsVision will be right back.
hello, I'm Liam Fabre, anchor of NewsVision. Here's how we stay safe here at UMTV with COVID-19. When entering the studio, always make sure to sanitize your hands. Don't forget to rub it in. Next, wipe down any surface you plan on touching. I gotta write the show, so I'm gonna wipe my keyboard down. And now we're ready for the show. Remember, this is the only time we get to take off that mask. Hey Julia, we ready up there?
Ready, camera 2, and take it.
Good evening and welcome to NewsVision. I'm Liam Fabre.
After a week off for Thanksgiving break, students returned to the University of Miami campus to finish the semester and take their final exams. And their return coincides with the beginning of the Jewish religious holiday called Hanukkah. The second night of Hanukkah was marked by a celebration at the Lakeside Patio on Monday night. More than 100 students and other members of the UM community attended the event that finished with the lighting of the giant menorah.
It's really nice celebrating Hanukkah here because a lot of my friends are here at Chabad and Hillel, so it's kind of like having a second family. So it definitely feels like I'm celebrating Hanukkah with people that I care about, and it's really nice and welcoming.
The event also included treats such as latkes and donuts, as well as menorahs for attendees to enjoy or take home. Additional holiday events are scheduled throughout the week on campus.
You know, it sometimes feels like we're at the zoo right here on campus. We have so many animals roaming free, from ducks to birds to fish and lizards and fish in the lake, and of course cats. Yes, a lot of cats. UMTV reporter Maya Broadwater has more.
Tens of thousands of college students populate the University of Miami's Coral Gables campus by day, but when the sun goes down, a new kind of animal takes over. And unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably seen these skittish creatures. One facility official estimates that at any given time, there are more than 200 cats on campus. And the president of UPER, a club that helps local cats, says there's only one humane way to control their population: trapping, neutering, and returning, also known as TNR.
Cats are considered an invasive species in Miami. And it's because there's so many of them. So the native species of the birds are suffering because of it, and it's because of the climate that there's so many cats, because they just breed so much.
And while the cats are having fun breeding together, some students are taking an extra initiative to foster their young. Emily Bergwall and her roommates decided to adopt their cat Uzi after a professor found him as a kitten on campus.
I think the cats on campus should be protected more, just because you can't really guarantee their safety on campus. There's a lot of cars, there's so many people, they're not necessarily getting fed, and there's just a lot of dangerous areas that could injure them.
And although most of the campus cats don't have the same fate as Uzi, many rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Local Bruce DeTora says feeding his furry friends every night helps him get through the day.
I'm sure this sounds like, a cliche, but it helps me more than it does them. I get a real good psychological feeling. People walk by and I say, they're my family, and it breaks the ice.
Even though the stray cats on campus may not have the perfect life, help from a few kind people is making a difference in their lives. For UMTV, I'm Maya Broadwater.
And time now to check the weather forecast. It's the final weekend before final exams begin next week. So will the weather cooperate for our outdoor plans?
Well, let's get some answers from weathercaster Jared Maloney. Jared, what is in store?
Yeah, right now it's really great and really mild. It was a little higher earlier this evening, but the temperatures are starting to knock their way down into the lower 70s and upper 60s. But really nationwide, let's take a look at that first. We have a ton of anomalous warmth all across the eastern and really southern U.S. as a whole. And that's going to continue for the next couple of days because we have this high pressure parked over the southern country right here. And that's going to be providing some really great weather for South Florida. Though those temperatures are nationwide, these are some record-breaking warmth here. The meteorological winter started on December 1st, and it has not really shown itself in the temperature map. Look here, 30 degrees or more above normal in the center of the country. Denver, Colorado, right around in here, they have not had any measurable snow, which has destroyed the previous record that they had there. At pretty much every part of the country except the very far northeast here and down in South Florida is above normal, and those parts of the country are just normal. So really with winter, A lot to look forward to here because higher temperatures are still continuing for the next couple of days, or for the next couple of months most likely. As we go through December, we're looking at above normal temperatures all over the eastern seaboard here, which is not the best news for all you snow lovers as you head back home for winter break. But it is going to be great news for those in the South Florida area, and it's going to be really, really nice during winter. And we have a La Nina winter. That's the one thing about La Nina winters that's drier than normal in the southern U.S. You have the jet stream coming, dipping down and dipping back up here, and you see that in the projected climate outlook here. Now, this is to be adjusted as we head forward, as any individual weather system can deviate from the overall pattern. We'll have some fun snow, hopefully in the Northeast where I'm from, and looking for great weather around the country as a whole. And tonight's forecast, 60 degrees, mostly calm and clear. Tomorrow, it's going to be in the upper 70s again. Slight breeze from the south, but nothing too much. 7-day forecast is just going to be beautiful for anything you need for this weekend. You want to relax and go to the beach before finals, have at it there. You want to relax during finals week, this week and into next week. It's going to look pretty similar. You'll be great there. And that's all you really need to know.
Thank you, Jared. Looks like the weather will be perfect for visiting one of the many farmers markets around Miami. I had the opportunity to visit the Miami Lakes Farmers Market this weekend after it reopened for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic. Every Saturday morning, residents of the town of Miami Lakes welcome a new set of visitors to its neighborhood. Located in Main Street and New Barn Road, the Miami Lakes Farmers Market brings a variety of offers to enjoy outdoors, including jewelry, handmade articles, and fashion. And behind every stand, a vendor with a story of their own, like Justin Milares.
These are aluminum art prints.
A young entrepreneur who wants to be a doctor, but in the meantime, he decided to turn his passion for anime into his small business with a space here at the farmers market.
Yeah, basically the idea was that since I was going to be applying to medical school and eventually quitting my job, right, now working through medical school, that I could start up something that I could do on the side. And because I love anime so much, I've been watching anime and interacting with the community for so many years, I decided that this is what I wanted to do. And it's been successful so far. So really our goal is to bring affordable products here in the area locally to anime fans and just spread the joy.
And the joy is also spread among plant lovers, with vendors selling a variety of succulents and orchids at the market. But no market is ever complete without several food options. The Miami Lakes Farmers Market has choices for sweet lovers with mashed Charlotte's pastries and also Latin American infused dishes at El Shaddai Latin Grill. Visitors are not limited to residents of the town, but also tourists who want to have a taste of Miami.
People come here from different places. They come from, I know a person that's come from New York, a person that has come from Georgia, Tennessee. You know, we have a variety of many things. Hot dogs, we have corn, we have Colombian arepas. Colombian arepas is like cheese inside, mozzarella cheese and sweet corn.
And no matter how far you come from to visit the Miami Lakes Farmers Market, there's surely an option for everyone in the family.
I live in Las Vegas. I'm here just visiting Miami and my family. Yeah, we come to see. I think a friend called my mom and say, hey, there is a feria. So yeah, we come to see because we love ferias.
With over 30 vendors displaying a variety of options, along with the holiday chilly weather, the Miami Lakes Farmers Market has become a popular spot for a weekend out. If you want to visit the Miami Lakes Farmers Market, it will be open every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. until the end of this year.
And still to come here on NewsVision.
Athletic departments across the country are making splash coaching hires, but Miami has still not hired a new athletic director. We will bring you the latest when we return.
Hi, may I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Okay.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
You're doing great. We're gonna try this again, okay?
Okay.
Wheels, pedals, handlebar, brakes. Sit up straight, keep your weight in the center, keep your eyes on the road, hands on the grips, button the seat. If we feel ourselves falling, what do?
Just keep pedaling.
Good girl. Now remember, it's all about balance and steering. Steer with your hands, steer with your body. Steer into the corners and you stay out of trouble. And the bell's your buddy, so go ahead and ding that. All right, you ready? Here we go. Pedal, honey, pedal. There you go, you're a bike rider.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Welcome to sports. I'm Everett Giles. Miami and athletic director Blake James parted ways 2 weeks ago, and this week we learned more about who could potentially replace James. According to the Miami Herald, the Canes have interviewed 2 former Miami greats, Alonzo Highsmith and Gino Torretta, for the position. But if Highsmith or Torretta were to get hired, they would likely get significant help from a career administrator. Some of the career administrators who are being considered are Washington State AD Pat Chun, FAU Athletic Director Brian White, and Texas Tech Deputy Director of Athletics Tony Hernandez. The Herald also reported that at least 2 of the candidates for the AD job would fire Manny Diaz. And in other news, Miami offensive coordinator and QB's coach Rhett Lashley is the next head coach at Southern Methodist University. Lashley replaces former SMU head coach Sonny Dykes, who is the new head coach at Texas Christian University. During his 2 seasons in Coral Gables, Lashley's offense averaged 34 points per game, and Miami converted on 87.5% of the time. Lashley said on Twitter, quote, "Thank you to Coach Manny Diaz, the entire Miami Hurricanes football program, and players, and the city of Miami. We loved our 2 years here at the U," end quote. The Canes have not yet announced who will be the offensive coordinator for the bowl game. And staying with football, Miami had 8 players get recognition for their play on the field this season, when Miami got 8 players named to the All-ACC teams. Wide receiver Charleston Rambo, lineman DJ Scaife, punter Lou Headley were all named to the All-ACC second team. Running back Jalen Knighton, lineman Zion Nelson, cornerback Tyreek Stevenson, and freshman James Williams and Andy Borgales were both named to the ACC honorable teams. And Canes quarterback Tyler Van Dyke was named the ACC Rookie of the Year and also the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Miami finishes the regular season 7-5 overall and second in the ACC Coastal. The Canes are bowl eligible for the 2nd straight season, but bowl season hasn't been fun for the Canes over the past 13 years. Miami is just 1-10 in their past 11 bowl games, with their last bowl game victory coming against West Virginia in 2016. And that does it for sports, but coming up after the break, UMTV reporter Maddie Schur takes us to Southwest Ranch to experience a special type of yoga. But first, let's hear from our graduating seniors.
The best thing about UMTV is watching how ambitious, competitive, hardworking all my peers have been, and that's truly only driven me to work harder, be better. They've all inspired me. Working on NewsVision and Newsbreak were amazing experiences. Both of the shows, I think I took away something different from each one of them.
So when I started, I had no experience. I didn't know how to do anything, and I didn't think I could. And I'm graduating anchor of NewsVision. So really, UMTV is a place for you to grow as a person and to learn. And so push yourself, because you'd be surprised what you can do.
UMTV is a great opportunity. I recommend it to any student who is pursuing a career in broadcast journalism or not. It gives you exposure, it gives you confidence in yourself, and it's very important to explore a little more and what you can do.
It's funny how I have grown because I watched my first tape ever in UMTV. It was for Uni Miami, and I watched the things that I've been doing now for NewsVision this semester, and I can see the growth, and I can see how much I've learned to write, to report, doing packages, to put a show together as a producer as well. So it has meant a lot to me, and I have learned as a human, as a journalist, and as a person.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Okay, Simon, what do people wear?
Clothes.
That's right, so it's important to learn how to dress yourself. Here's how it's done. Shirt, underwear, pants, socks, shoes. Underwear, always first, name tag on the back. Then pants and shirt. Go ahead and put this on. Now with the shirt, you want to make sure the first button's right or you have to start all over again, okay? Socks left on left, right on right. Tying the shoes, we're gonna take the laces, we're gonna cross them over, we're gonna turn around where the bunny goes down in the hole, pull it tight, and bunny ears. Got it?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Thank you for staying with us. We told you earlier about the Candy Canes event on campus, which is just one of many events hosted by Hurricanes Productions to welcome the winter season.
And now reporter Regina Potenza is live from another HP event here. Performers are warming the stage with holiday tunes. Regina, tell us more.
Thanks, Maciel. I'm live from in front of the Cane stage where student organization Hurricane Productions was supposed to host their Snowflake Spectacular. Students were going to welcome in the winter season by singing some festive holiday music, but unfortunately the event was canceled earlier today. Not to worry though, HP still has plenty more winter theme events planned for throughout the week. Tomorrow they're hosting Rhythms at the Rat, followed by a winter wonderland. There's going to be cookie decorating, creating stuffed animals, and even an ice skating rink in the middle of the Florida heat. Being from New York, I'm excited for any excuse to put on some ice skates, drink warm hot chocolate, and listen to some cheerful holiday music. Live for UMTV, I'm Regina Potenza.
Thank you, Regina. And finally, with final exams coming up, students are looking for ways to relax and unwind. And one way is doing yoga, but with a twist. UMTV reporter Madison Shore has a story.
Thanks, Maciel, but this is not your typical yoga class. There are some special guests joining you on the mat. Take a look.
At first glance, Ironwood Farm looks like any other South Florida ranch. But inside these gates is the latest exercise craze, goat yoga. Just a 30-minute drive from Miami to Southwest Ranches will bring you right here at Downward Goat. Downward Goat is a Florida-based goat yoga company that operates out of partner farms across the state. And this farm here in Broward County is owned by Jen Doctum.
So this farm's been in my family since the 70s. It started with horses and dogs, and slowly when we took it over about 5 years ago, we're now breeding and raising dairy goats. We're one of the largest herds in South Florida that has registered disease-tested goats.
And Jen's goats aren't just healthy, they're happy too. They enjoy the yoga classes almost as much as the human participants. Tourists and locals alike flock to goat yoga for its amazing animal therapy benefits. Downward Goat owner Corinne Johnson started the company in 2017 after realizing the healing qualities of both yoga and goats. If you're also an animal lover but are intimidated by yoga, no need to worry.
Here at Downward Goat, it's more than just yoga, and it's more than having the best tree pose in class. It's all about having fun and meeting some new furry friends.
Keep pushing back with the left, keep reaching.
The instructors here offer directions for some gentle poses, but you're more than welcome to just hang out with the goats. Downward Goat instructor Julian Falgones admits that teaching a yoga class with animals comes with some unique challenges.
The goats are unpredictable. Some days they're hyper, some days they're calm, sometimes they're pooping and peeing everywhere, sometimes they're just taking up space, laying on the mat, they're going for your shirt or for your hair. So it's a good opportunity to practice patience.
If you're not scared to get a little dirty, then goat yoga is a must try.
Downward Goat has locations across Florida in Broward, Palm Beach, and Gainesville. The company holds monthly goat yoga events at each farm. To sign up for a yoga class, you can visit their website at downwardgoat.com. Reporting for UMTV, I'm Madison Shore.
Thank you, Maddie. Well, Liam, the time has finally come.
It's the last show of the semester. You know, I feel like it was just yesterday, Maciel. I was sitting up here anchoring for the first time, and look at us now, we're graduating.
Yes, so many memories, you know, Studio B. We want to say thank you to our professors, students, our friends here. It's been an incredible years for us.
Yeah, thank you to everybody. They've really made it special for us, and I think we're ready to go off into the real world and make them proud.
Yes, absolutely. That does it for this special hour-long edition of the last NewsVision of the semester. Thank you for joining us.
NewsVision will return after the break on February 3rd. But for now, signing off for the last time, here with Maciel Leyva, I'm Liam Fabre. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Goodbye.